The amount of COVID cases is dropping, but the aftermath of the positive cases continues, and that includes in young people. Now on your sides, Chandrea Thomas has more on the impact it's having on juveniles.
In kids, for the most part, they do pretty well. They have mild symptoms. Some of them are even asymptomatic.
According to Banner University pediatrician Dr. Helene Feldman, COVID-19 cases are lower in young people, but the aftermath can linger. Meanwhile, the Arizona Department of Health says about 16% of the more than 820,000 cases are people under 20 years old, and 24 of them lost their lives.
The problems come at the tail end of the age group. So in kids younger than 1, they tend to need to be hospitalized more often. And the same for our teenagers. So those older than 14, 15, 16, those children tend to need hospitalization, sometimes even intensive care.
Data from the state shows that just over 1,600 cases involving juveniles have been hospitalized since the start of the pandemic. And for many, respiratory and other health issues can make the recovery process more difficult.
Well, for the younger children, I'm finding that they bounce back pretty quickly. For the teenagers, they are experiencing some of the same symptoms as our adult patients are seeing. For example, I had 2 teenagers that recovered well from coronavirus, but still couldn't taste because they couldn't smell.
New numbers from the American Academy of Pediatrics confirms that more than 3 million young people have tested positive for COVID-19, representing about 13% of all cases.
A large number of athletes without symptoms but had coronavirus infections. It affected the heart. So we're very cautious with teens who have recovered even from an asymptomatic coronavirus infection to make sure that we ask them, are they having chest pain? Are they having shortness of breath? Are they having any heart palpitations? And those teens that had coronavirus and were hospitalized, all of those teenagers are recommended to be seen by a cardiologist.
Chandrea Thomas, KGUN 9 on your side.